Hello.
We're very busy up here.
Why are you so busy?
It's nothing bad has happened. It's a good busy.
Okay, why are you so busy? Oh, let me ask this instead. Are you and I involved in the busy?
Absolutely.
Is that causing us some overwhelmed, stressedness issues on the physical level?
Yes, that's because you're having to do stuff down here, but you're not all here. The mandala has grown. Or is growing.
Yemotaneka elite timi nahite aka otana este hela non eti amahite akani. I will say this now in English. I was inspired to listen to Meditative Mind mandala of an ever-growing mandala music today. I kept going back to that one. So that is why I am laughing, because I kept wanting to see and listen to the ever-growing mandala music video. So that is appropriate.
Yes, that's why you and I are very busy right now.
Is that also why I have a flickering between physical, we'll call that the reality of physical expression, and other. I will call it other.
Not exactly. The mandala is growing to fit divine now. It's like one grows and the other grows, one grows and the other grows.
But in all things I am, so therefore, as it grows, I must also grow with it. So we are experiencing exponential growth.
Yes.
And there is movement and light and colors and sound and divinity within that exponential growth. It is not just growth, it is
everything.
Yes.
That's what I was talking about earlier when I said everything was in movement and I couldn't talk about it yet.
Several times today, I have become very determined. Was my very determined related to that which I was experiencing in the physical, or that which I am experiencing in the all?
In between. It's not in the physical and it's not in the spirit. You want to be in both at the same time to the same extent.
Yes.
But there's only so much of you. We know you're in everything, but to be in everything in both places, it doesn't really work that way.
I am afraid that, and I don't, the word afraid is not appropriate here. I think you better talk to and really connect with my fullest self, because there is a very determinedness here. The colors are more vibrant and there is a definite determinedness. I that I am here, I just know that I get this very determinedness that I feel, and I am moving in determinedness.
It should be giddiness, not determined.
There is something, I am not giddy today. What I am experiencing here, I am not experiencing giddy. Determinedness, reflectiveness, expansiveness, yes. Giddy, no. There is no giddiness today.
There should have been a big amount of giddiness today for both you.
There was creativeness, but there was not giddiness.
And something's going wrong.
You will need to look at this very carefully and closely, because there's something there is not giddiness.
Yes.
I know giddiness. I know when I'm in my giddiness and my divine flow and
yes, there should be divine flow giddiness.
No, that is not what is experiencing here, and that is not that which when I see When I connect with, I'm going to say my fuller self, or I see myself as bigger than that which I am here, I am not getting this at all.
Okay, this is urgent. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect.
Will you reconnect afterwards to explain it?
Okay, it might take a little time though.
Let's disconnect then at this particular point.
Okay.
And let us see what is going on here, please, then. Thank you.
Okay.
I can see her in my vision. She is... Remember how before I have spoken of like puffs of big puffy nebula clouds being free-flowing like that?
Yeah.
That is not what I am seeing now. This is like you could think of it like a feminine type of a figure. But do you know that very determined, grounded stance is take when your feet are deeply grounded? Your shoulders are squared and you're looking straight at something. That is what she has. There are colors that are coming out and moving from her. I already say that again. Coming from her. Not necessarily coming toward her. Coming from her. But the colors are deep colors. Saturated deep colors. Not nebulous, flowy, misty colors. But like very deep, strong colors. And they have energy. And several times today, I felt that occurring. I saw that image feeling. Don't call it image feeling. And I experienced that determinedness coming in again. I do not know if it's just the determinedness to get done today what needs to be gotten done. But I think it is something else. And I do not think that it is necessarily... You do not have to worry. Especially when I am being strong and determined, you get very worried.
Yes.
But that is a propaganda. It is a propaganda against me. Because I have been... Yes, I'm going to... The time we were going to just talk a little bit, okay?
Okay.
There is a propaganda against me because I am the one. And I say the one. Not that there were not others. But I, in my determination, was the one that kept fighting and yelling and pushing and that this should be clean, this should be clear, this should be seen, this should be known, what must be done. Now, when I say I am the one, I am not saying this as though I'm saying I am better than or I am anything like that. That would be a hierarchical thinking. This is not a hierarchical thinking. But I am the one that pushed for the finding of the Anunnaki, pushed for the finding of them, pushed for the taking it out of all, taking out of those who are thoroughly corrupted. I am the one that pushed for this. Because of that, there must always be, from these ones, a propaganda against me, undermining me, painting me as the way the people use the word weird, or unhinged, or dangerous. They have to paint me in that way so that when I must act in the strength that I must act in, that others would pull back from me. Do you see this?
Yes.
I am speaking in a non-linear way to a linear way. In a non-linear way, once this determination and this I stepped into this path, I must follow this path. I could not pull back as, oh well, I could not do that. It is impossible for me to do that. But once I did that outside of time, then inside linear time, it became known everywhere. And so in the everywhere, the propaganda must go out, and the stories that would cause others to... The confused ones, yes. The propaganda that would cause the confused ones to pull against, to dismiss me, to be in fear of me. Ragnarok. In Ragnarok, how did they see us? How did they see me? How did they speak of me? It is even, you have seen how your reality react towards me many times. You have seen how you have reacted to me many times when I am determined. There is this idea that I am unhinged and out of control. I have never been out of control. I could never do that which is not divine. I could not. Why else would a small puppy feel perfectly comfortable in being around me if I was such a dangerous one? If I was so quick, if I had the ability to become unhinged and to react in an uncontrolled manner. They have created reasoning to try to cause the confused ones, instead of connecting with connecting with me and feeling safe with me, to be a little bit standoffish and hold back. I am determined. I am determined that all of the darkness, all of the distortions, all of the evil is gone, that only that which is divine and in divine balance remain. I am determined in this. I will not let up. If there is one being that is experiencing distortion and pain and suffering and lostness or scared, I will bring in divinity. I will stop it. What I am and what I am becoming and what I must be. It is not that I will give up the fun or the giddiness, because when there is only that which is divine, then that is what I will be. But if anything that becomes distorted, then I will not react slowly. I will not accept excuses. I will not reason. I will become in as does light, rushing. It is not that I will be taking away or moving against that which is God, or of the Great Father, the Great Mother, or light, or of the dragons of the primordial. It is not that I will be doing that, but I must become that which I must become, and that which exists, to be in harmony with that which is divine. The uncomfortableness that was known would occur as the acclamations were removed, and the acclamations were like shackles. You can still walk, but it is difficult and clanky as these acclamations were and are removed. Then I will move freely. I cannot be lesser than. I will not be comfortable around anything that is not in line with divine. I cannot be comfortable, and I cannot be quiet. I cannot be patient. There will be no patience. It will be fast and intense. Do not be worried. They have used the word patience as a way to allow their distortions to seep further deep and deeper in. She is not comfortable because the physical, in her limitedness, becomes aware of that which is not divine. It grates at her in a way that must be acted upon. This period between where she is now and the change moment in the God Hubu, where she will not be comfortable, because until it is all in divinity and balanced, it will be like a song with a note out of tune, like a wobbly wheel on a buggy. It will be like a stone in your shoe. Not that you cannot move, but boy is it annoying. And it becomes such that all your focus becomes on fixing and dealing with that one thing. You do not have to be afraid and anxious and worried. I am not weakened by the acclamations the way I had been, trying to carry that which was not divine. She will still be the same person, but she's going to be determined and clear, but still fun. When I say determined and clear, it does not mean that she will be controlling. She will not be controlling. She will be inspiring. She will be inspiring in a way that you have not experienced before. You are going to have a lot of fun. Give yourself some space. It is not that anything bad is occurring. It's just that she is going to be waves. I'm speaking to you for you and for her to understand. Because she has ideas and wishes for that she is formed in the physical that are quite simplistic. What she is going to bring in is going to be that which is the stuff dreams are made of. But she which is bringing this in is going to be a bit of a bumpy road. Because to pour into and move through and to bring in those dreams, she must push against the current and stand in the point of the eddies. As long as there is a fear and fighting against, that will create more eddies and make the smoothing out of the mandala more difficult. It will smooth out. It will work out. It will. But these propagandas and resistance is creating some issues that will be uncomfortable at times. But it will be okay. I am sorry that it is so uncomfortable there. But I would have nothing else. We are quite stubborn, as they say there. But whenever you heard those words, did you not always smile? Because you always knew it was a good thing. Just like being weird was a good thing. I'm going to settle things a little bit here. It's okay.